We on. All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadosh. Like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Like to say Shalom to the elect that teach the word in our true faith and sincerity. Shalom to the listeners as well. We back out here again to declare the downfall of America, man. Because that's what the scriptures say. The scriptures is reality, man. And there's gonna be a point in time you're gonna actually see what was written within the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, get somebody get Jeremiah 9 and 24, and somebody else get that Habakkuk 3 and verse 2, I believe. Yeah, get that Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 9.
Well, matter of fact, like, get that Habakkuk first. That Habakkuk 2. Because, hey, the scriptures is reality, man. It don't never give out suggestions or it might do this or it might be that. It speaks with authority and surety. Like, it knows it's going to play out. Because it is. You know what I mean? So get that on Habakkuk 2 and what that vision is for.
God, this is not Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
See? The vision was for an appointed time. So the things that Isaiah seen, Obadiah, Joel, all these prophets of old, it was ultimately meant to play out in this lifetime, man. Because you had certain things that came to pass back then throughout these certain rulerships, but ultimately it was really set up for everything to come to a head here in this lifetime. You know, under the rulership of the so-called white man, because he's the end of the world. So, of course, the Lord gonna throw the kitchen sink at this place, man. All those other scenarios, you know, you read about these different events that happened to these other rulerships. That was just a prelude of how the Lord's gonna do America. You read about Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what the Lord was gonna do to America, Egypt. Lord, all those things actually played out, but it was really meant to be for it to play out in this time, for you to consider and assess how it was going to play out in this time. So read that again now.
God, Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
At the end it's going to speak. At the end, when is the end? When the so-called white man was going to be in rulership. You know, under this banner, this beast system. It was going to speak. Meaning what? It was going to actually play out. You got it?
Hey, can I say, Salaki? When you go into the word speak, one of the definitions there is incite or inflame. You know, so that, you know, that's when you get the ball rolling pretty much. So everything is now, you know, physically being manifested, like the brother said, everything that was spoken of by the prophet.
You actually see the words come to life. Now, when the Lord said no, you see that play out physically now.
You hear mandate.
You hear mandate. It said He calls them all. We seeing that play out now.
Yeah.
It's speaking. You got it.
And not lie.
Meaning what? It's gonna stand, man. It's not gonna fail. You know. You got it.
God, it says, though it tarry, wait for it.
Yep.
Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, because it's a build-up. You know, it tells the Lord, how about Shema Shai, the husband, he's a farmer, so it grows into its perfection, man. You know, nothing, it can happen overnight, of course, but the dramatics of it is that it's over the course of time, then suddenly, boom, that's it, man. You know, I think that was it on that. Get it, Jeremiah. You got it.
It's on 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
See, measure the time diligently in itself. How we do that? By reading the scriptures and comparing the scriptures to what's playing out in this lifetime. And we see everything that's written within the scriptures prophetically is making more sense right now than ever, man. Because this is the time where it's going to play out. Oh, it tells you that in Daniel, seal the book until the time of the end. Because that one, it was going to make sense at the end. you breaking down the airplane back then, it wasn't gonna make sense till the airplane was created. You know, that's it. You got it up.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I told thee before,
See what the scripture said, the precepts. This is how you measuring the time. You got it.
2 Ezra 9 and 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
It said we're gonna understand then. Once we begin to see these things. Once we begin to see the precepts manifest. That's why we can't stop talking about it. What else can we do but keep harping on these things? Just like a fire alarm. It's a fire going on. That fire alarm ain't gonna ring a couple times and it stop. It's gonna stop. Either by the way if the building burning down or the problem being fixed. And we're gonna continue to cry out and sound this alarm to the whole place, this place be, on fire, man. What's we doing it spiritually? You got it.
God, this is Ezekiel 12 verse 25. For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass.
See, and how the Lord speaking through the prophets, man. This is how Yahweh Shema shall speak, and it said it shall come to pass. So, and that's why we, come in the spirit of surety. Oh, that's one of the characteristics of wisdom, being sure. So it ain't like we saying this, it could. We shoot from the hip. No, we tell this gonna happen, that gonna happen, and he say, yeah, give me 2 Ezra 16, give me Isaiah the 34th chapter, to let you know that this is the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is His decree. This is His word. This coming from the heavens, man.
Precept.
So, you got it.
2 Peter 1 and 19. It says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy.
See, we have a sure word of prophecy. We sure about the events that's going to take place in the near future, man. Because we see the necessary steps that's leading towards the famine. We see the necessary steps that's leading towards the economy crashing here in America. Sedition among men, race wars and class wars and food wars. And a plethora of everything. There's going to be a big civil war that's going to take place once again in America. Famine is going to take place here. See, your ease, you being at ease and living this American lifestyle is about to come to an end. You got to remember, how did you get here in America? Through bloodshed, through murder, robbery.
Yep.
But now it's time to pay the price.
Right.
Matter
Yeah,
of
if you
fact,
believe in justice.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, your courtroom, you got lady justice and all that shit. That's an indictment against your ass.
Yep.
Yeah, you hit a lick and you wearing the same shit you just hit a lick on.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be like, hold on, man, you got my boy chain on, man.
You did a post with my chain in your hand, man. Well, Yahweh Shai talk about this. Scripture speak about that. My goodly vessels. Boy, we might have to get into that, man. They have taken my goodly vessels. And you know what? You know what's equivalent to that post, dumbest criminals? That's Esau. The archetypus. We gotta get that. We gotta get that picture. We gotta get that poster, man.
Hey, that's their training. That's my training. You know what I'm saying? In your head.
Yeah. You coming out the temple with the Lord's vessels, which the vessels is the Israelites. That's the vessels, man, of the Lord's house. Yeah, you put it out there, man. Now it's a testament against you. It contributes to the testament against you.
2 Peter 1 and verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed.
See, meaning what? You're gonna live. They would have did well if they would have took heed to know it. We're in that same position today, man. We're in that same state today. We're once again in the days of Noah. Where it tells you, Sirach 44, that day, the time of Noah was really a time of wrath. So it's either or. There's gonna be presented wrath or mercy, man. So if you take heed, it will go well with you. You got it?
Hey, real quick, Yahweh Shai spoke about that. What man going to war see his opponent coming with 20,000 soldiers and not send forth conditions of peace? Hey, I got that definition too, real quick for that word sure. It says stable, fast, firm, sure, trusted.
Trusted, sure. So you can put all your eggs in the basket dealing with this, man. It's going to surely come to pass.
Come on.
It's not like we shoot from the hill with anything through the spirit by y'all by some outside. It's to the point you know it's going to happen.
Right.
That's what the point being mean. Sure. You trust in it. You know for a fact. Matter of fact, somebody get on Psalm 19 and 7.
I got a quick precept
Yeah.
before I finish that other one. So Rock 1 just going to, you said, when the scripture say you should take heed, like you were saying, you should take heed to it. It says, Sirach 1 and 13, it says, whoso feareth the Lord, it will go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
Hey, that's whoso fear the Lord, meaning what you abide in this truth. Because that's the embodiment of fearing the Lord. You being in this truth, you walking that walk. Believing the report. And it says it's gonna go well with you.
Because real quick, that with Noah, what it said about Noah, he feared. When he heard the report, it said Noah was moved with fear, proving that the report was calamity, it was misfortune, it was drama, perils. That's the true report. That's why we know these reports are like the pastor that walked by jogging, walked by the first one.
Yeah.
He wanted to stop. He was looking at the sign. You know he wanted to stop and say something. But Christianity proves, what they push forth, it proves that it's not in harmony with the scriptures. Because they push forth a festive spirit, a spirit of peace. The God of the Bible ensuring your family, your household is going to be straight. You're going to send your kids off to college. You have a picket fence, a dog in the yard, and everything's going to go well with you. No. The words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is pretty much death threats, man. That's why, again, Noah, he was moved with fear when he heard the report. Yep.
Second Peter 1 and 19 again, it says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place.
See, so now you see what's before you. You see what's gonna happen tomorrow. Or the next day up, whenever the money crash. Now you can anticipate all hell breaking loose. You can anticipate this flood, what's gonna be by the way of a plethora of plagues that hit this, especially here in America. Because everything you're seeing that's happening throughout the planet Earth is really a prelude to what's gonna take place here in America. You might have a big fight, you might have a big boxing match, but it's 8 cards, it's eight matches on the card. It's ultimately a build up to that last match. You know, so everything you're seeing that's happening throughout the planet Earth is gonna come right here to America, man.
You got to go to sleep waiting on the main event.
Yeah.
My scripture tell you to stay,
Yep, that's it.
stay alert.
Yep, that's it.
It's coming.
It says, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your heart.
So guess what? It's ultimately that's it, man. So everything becomes more clear. Because ultimately it's a build up to your house shot, man. You know.
I'm talking about for real.
Yeah. You got it right.
It's Deuteronomy 4 verse 1. That's it. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and to the judgments which I teach you, for to do them that ye may live, and go and possess the land which the Lord power your fathers giveth you.
Yep. So it said, do that ye may live. What's that on 2 Ezra 7 and 20, I believe? But you got something? You gonna get it.
This is real quick. This is Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
See, because that lets you know that's who the message is really for. Zion, the holy mountain. Those are the ones that's going to actually hearken unto the message. Those are the ones that's going to actually react when the trumpet is blown. You move. Just like a fire alarm. Nigga think it's a test and he doing bullshit. Oh, what it is, those every Wednesday those tornado alarms, that might come on. Nigga still fix his ball of cereal like that's just a test. But it's gonna be one day. It's not gonna be a test. You know what I mean? So dealing with this message when it's brought forth, it comes with a sense of urgency.
Suddenness.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. But the only one that's gonna listen to it is Zion
Right.
and the Holy Mountain. That's who the message is for. You gotta do it.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Mm-hmm.
For the day of the Lord cometh, where it's not at hand.
See, so it said the inhabitants of the land, these Americans, the other ones that's supposed to be trembling because this message is not a message of peace, but of evil. America's going to be destroyed. And we actually in the process of that destruction right now.
Yep.
The destructuring of America.
Right.
That's why your pastimes is being taken away. Your favorite team ain't playing no more, whatever. They ain't even in the playoffs or whatever the case. It's just on all levels. You being destructured to the ultimate physical form of the destruction. What you seeing on the minor level, just dealing with the pavements, the roads, buildings. But it's gonna be ultimately capped out by the way of that fire, man. You know, that was it on that.
Yeah, you want to look at this.
Oh, you got it.
Verse 20.
Yeah, who said they should do is observe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's 2 Ezra 7, verse 20. It says, "For there be many that perish in this life."
See, there's gonna be many that's gonna perish in this life. Why? Because you hold fast to the ways of the so-called white man, which he's deaf. You know, you got it.
Because they despise the law of the Mosiah.
See, and you despise it when it was presented unto you. And how do you despise it? Because you didn't understand it, you scoffed at it. And that lets you know the gravity of this word. It entails life and death, man. Once it's presented and you cut, because you're gonna get cut regardless. But it's your reaction to the cut that's gonna determine your fate, man. You know? So you despising this word, you gonna die. Just like Noah said, come and help build this ark. They despising what hell? Them niggas was gagging till they, you know what I mean, gave up the ghost, man. But that's the results of not hearkening to the word. That's the results of despising the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got it.
It says, because they despise the law of the Mosiah that is set before them.
See that?
Hold on,
You got it.
Just real quick, you know we have to, you have to attend to that word law.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have an irresponsible knucklehead Israelite to take that. You know, look, the law is dealing with this book in its entirety. Case in point, Revelation the 13th chapter. It's a law for you not to receive the MOTB, the mark. Okay? So if you don't hearken to this book in its entirety, then that means you just resisted the law. And it's, you know, you just resisted the law. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The laws is not, look, this book is not refrained, you know, to a certain box. It's not put in a box. All right, this word has free course. Like Yahweh said in St. John the 3rd chapter, when talking to Nicodemus, he said the spirit is like the wind. You don't know whence it cometh or goeth. Meaning what? You can't just put it in a box. You can't say the law, and then you proceed to go to Leviticus and, you know. No, this book in its entirety is a law, man. It's commanded to listen to us. How about that? That's a law to hearken to the prophets, man. Why we know that? Because it tells you in Luke the 10th chapter. Yeah, as insignificant as we might seem, we are carriers of the authoritative words of Yahweh, man. You can have a child, right? He can be insignificant, but if you send him to his siblings with your message, they gotta hearken to that. They can't say, no, let him tell me. No, I was a carrier of that kid was a carrier of that message, man. You got it.
Somebody get matter of fact, get that Ecclesiastes 84.
Oh, yep, yep, come on.
All right, hold on real quick. Get that law real quick.
Kind of the word law, just a regular Google definition. It's just a system of rules which a particular country or community recognize as regarding the actions of its members, which it may be enforced by the imposition of penalties.
Yep, so it's penalty. But it says, read that first part again.
It says a system of rules.
A system of rules. You got it.
It says which a particular country or community recognizes as regulating the actions of its members.
So it's a doctrine. It's really a doctrine, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, it's a certain way of life that you go by.
Yep.
You know, it's restrictions on certain things.
Mhm.
It's certain boundaries on other things. It's a dietary law. So that means you can
Yeah.
eat this, but you can't eat that. That all falls under the banner of the doctrine. Like I said, don't get the tip. That's actually law.
That's a law, man.
You know? But it's how about Hashem Yahushua, man.
Yeah, not being a Muslim is really a law.
That's it.
Not
That's
being
right.
in the black conscious community is a law. Because scriptures command you to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shah, which that's framed by a doctrine. You know, and the overtone of it is the kingdom of heaven. That's why when you read Matthew the 10th chapter and the 5th and 6th verse, we'll understand it. The Lord gave you the blueprint on how this word would be advanced. He sent out his men and he told them to teach the kingdom of heaven. You know, a transition of power. All right? And those men was to hearken to. They couldn't say, well, hold up, man, go get your boss. You know, a mother can tell you that. Let me talk to your boss. They couldn't say, no, go get Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah was that's heavy. Yahweh Shah was in another whole spot. He sent them out. Man. So that's what you're witnessing again. We have been sent forth by the authority of the heavens, man. That's Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, because the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 4, it says, where the word of a king is, there is power.
See, so what the word of a king is, so that means the king got to physically be there.
Yeah.
He sent his message. That's where the power lies in. Because that's why we say Proverbs 8. That means the king
Somebody
said
give me.
yeah, somebody get me. That means the king said it, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mama said, and that's what they
come
can
on,
do.
man. Yeah, that's it.
They feel like they got power when they say that.
Yeah.
Mama said,
That's it.
but that's us. We going into the precepts. Yahweh Shah said this, man. Yahweh Shah said America gonna be destroyed, man. If you didn't know, it's gonna be a great famine. Yahweh Shah said it.
There
The
it
hen.
It goes on to say, and who may say unto him, what doest thou?
So what can you do? Who is thou that replies against the Most High? Scripture say, oh, that's why they also known as commandments.
Yeah. Yep.
They ain't suggestions. The Lord said America gonna be destroyed. He ain't say it might.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. No, this is part of the plans that America, which is Babylon the Great, in the scriptures, will be destroyed.
Will be destroyed.
And this is the fate of it. Just like how the fabulous fitness happened. What?
Yep.
This how the kingdom of heaven will be established.
That's
Right.
Oh, you got it right.
God, this Proverbs 13 and verse 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
So whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. And the word is presented unto you by the way of the prophets. But what's the results of you despising it? Destruction. You got it.
It says, but he that feareth the commandment,
Y'all see that commandment, which is singular, that's really talking about hearkening unto Yahweh Shai, man. That's the commandment. You listen to Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
You got it.
it says, shall be rewarded.
See? Which is ultimately mercy,
That's it.
deliverance. You know? Matter of fact, somebody get Proverbs 8 and like 32, I believe. Something like that.
It's the book of Proverbs 8. Let me start at verse on 32. Now therefore hearken unto me.
See? You see?
I heard.
You heard Solomon? Solomon said, therefore, hearken unto me. Who can, you know what I mean? So you see how he's speaking with a sense of authority. Like, you need to hear me. You got it.
Come. It says, now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways.
See? Blessed are they that keep my ways, the ways of Solomon, with the ways of peace.
And can I say too, how do you keep his ways? By hearkening to the doctrine, man. That's how you keep the ways of the Lord, which that is the Lord right there. Okay? In the form of Solomon. And that's a mystery right there.
it.
It says here instructions.
Here instructions, that's the law.
The commandments.
That's it. That's it.
And be wise and refuse it not.
See? Alright.
Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching
He
daily
said,
at my
and be
gates.
wise and refuse it not, right? Because a fool, that's a good definition of a fool, man. Somebody that refuses instruction, man.
Yeah. You ain't got to break down a fool. Like, that's how you can, that's how you discern a fool. You give him instruction, or you give him wisdom to consider. If he don't hearken, then that makes him a fool by default. But what's so heavy about this information, you can't control if you can understand it or not. This is what separates, the believers of Yahweh Shah from the masses of the people. All right, the Lord designed us and fashioned and molded us in such a way. Those vessels. The potter, he shaped and fashioned our mind, our thinking, to understand this doctrine, man. You give a nigga buy a phone, and they give him a contract. A lot of niggas can't understand it.
Yeah, go ahead. Matthew 13:16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. So, like the brother was saying, everybody can't get it, and you don't control it. That's why Yahweh Shah was telling the disciples, Lord willing, we come in the same footsteps. Blessed are your eyes, blessed are your ears, blessed are your eyes because they've been anointed. All right, you don't have a fucking dry eye. You see what I'm saying? You can see. You know what I mean? Your eyes are spiritually hydrated. That's what I said. Your eyes are spiritually hydrated. You know what I mean? So Yahweh Shah open your eyes. Blessed are your ears, which is what? Understanding. See what I'm saying? And everybody don't have it. That's why he was speaking in parables. To purposely try
entity that you can do whatever the hell. No matter, man. Okay? In his very essence, his very being, it's sent forth to bring the suddenness of destruction. Matter of fact, I know you got Isaiah the 8th chapter, real quick. Isaiah the 8th chapter. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, man. This motherfucker sending pings to that. We might have to just put the other one. If we get another problem, we're gonna just put mine up there. Y'all got a charge? Yeah, but everybody else up there. Know what I'm saying? Just put it up there. It's hot, man. Yep. Isaiah 8 and 16.
Isaiah chapter 16. Bind up the testimony.
Oh, bind up the testimony. When you consider something that's bound, it's similar to a huddle. You get in a huddle with brothers, Yeah, so like read it one more time. Yeah, and that's dealing with this wisdom. Well, not open to everybody. There's a secret council. This the real secret society. You have two extremes. You have the secret society on the left-hand side with the elites of Esau. Then you have the secret society on the right-hand side with the elites of Israel, man. Which goes back to the council of, that Yahweh Shah set up, man. Go ahead, huh?